Hare Krishna. So, welcome to all devotees for the Saturday evening discussion. So, the last time we discussed from the third section of the fourth chapter, Bhagavad Gita. So, today we are going to continue discussing the same topic, basically removing reactions. Yeah. So, what does it mean by removing reactions? Basically, each one of us have to do work in this world. Nahi kasyit kshanamapi jatum tishta karmakrat. That is the Bhagavad Gita. Lord Krishna says in the initial instructions to Arjuna, karyate hi avashak karma sarvam prakriti jaya gunair. No one is able to escape from this world not doing work. There is no option that you can just don't do any work after taking birth in this world. Each one of us have to work in this world. Doesn't matter whether you are a Tata or a Birla or Ambani or anyone. Doesn't matter how much crores of rupees you might have in your bank account. That can give you a guarantee that you can just sit aram se on the sofa and everything comes to you on the table. Still you are subjected to anxiety and you have to work. No one is, in this world, you cannot say that person is not at all subjected to any modes of nature. He is not at all in anxiety. A person who has lot of money, lot of crores of rupees, when he has achieved all the success, he too doesn't get sleep in the night. The people who are most successful are sleepless because they are fighting how to stay in that level of success. A person who is looking up to become successful, at least he is having, though he also might be sleepless, but his degree of sleepless is insignificant to the person who is already sitting there. So doesn't matter whether you are in the low or you are in the up. Everyone in this world, nahi kashchit kshanamapi jatum tisra akarmakrat. Karyate hi avashak karma sarvam prakriti jaya gunaya. This prakriti is like a milling shop, flour mill. Doesn't matter how many grains of wheat you have. Once you pour it, everything gets pulverized. Similarly, each one of us in this world have to go through this milling process. You cannot escape. Considering this, how to be smart in this world in such a way that kurtvapi cha na nibajyate. That is the last verse I am going to discuss today. You do the work, yet you are not entangled. How to understand this? Let me try to give from few examples. For example, if you want to be Malia, you should know how to rob the bank, yet switch off the cameras. You get what I mean? Rob the bank, but still switch off the cameras. What are the cameras for? CCTVs. So that you are not at all caught in any way. Most of the notorious stealers are those, even though there are CCTV cameras everywhere, still they come, take everything, still escape without even got caught in any of those CCTV cameras. So in this world as well, the whole process of karma, the philosophy of karma is, what is philosophy of karma? Philosophy of karma is that CCTV camera is there in each and every corner of this world. Doesn't matter, you know, you don't need to install the CCTV camera. The Lord is sitting in our heart itself. Even though you might switch off all the lights and still do the stealing, but Lord will see from within. Hence, mills of Lord might be slow, but yet it is sure to pulverize you. There is a saying, yeah. Hence, you know, in our early days also, you know, I don't know whether you experienced, you know, we used to go for this Ganesh festival to my home, my grandmother's place when I was a child. So she used to cook all varieties of sweets and savories and everything. And what used to happen is there used to be 2 days festival, Gauri festival and the next Ganesh festival. In the Gauri festival, my grandmother, everyone used to offer a lot of food cooked, and then they used to put all the food into that bagana for the next day when they actually distribute when everyone comes to take darshan for Ganesha. So as soon as the Gauri festival finishes, our job was to how to climb up into the kitchen. You know, kitchen used to have that, what do you call that, atta. But those days it was not so sophisticated. Somehow they used to keep it up. You were not having those kind of ladders also those days. So you used to keep it up, and somehow you need to take those stuff from the atta, but yet you have to plan in such a way that you don't get caught from your grandmother. Because my grandmother was not so easy person to handle. Whatever it is, she used to throw. So our job was to just plan in such a way that when no one is there, you climb up, it takes nearly 4 or 5 minutes to finish off. Climb up and pick everything and come out and escape out of the house. So this is similar. You know, I'm telling you an example which we can all understand. How is it possible in this world that you can engage in the activities, but yet you don't get the reactions? Is there any formula in this world where I do my work, but I don't get caught up? Everyone in this world gets entangled, including Ambani, including Birla, including Tata. If you ask them, are you a free man? You have experience of freedom? Definitely they will say no. There was an interview that is done to that time the founder of Oracle. How do you feel about having billions of dollars with you? I think you should be having a nice sleep overnight now. Then he said, how is it possible? Till I become the #1 toppling Microsoft founder. So everyone in this world are subjected to 3 modes of material nature. Doesn't matter how successful you are. That's why today's world, those successful people are also running more than you. It's a rat race. Why is it so? For example, let me tell you my own story. When I went to Australia in '98, I was thinking, let me earn around 5 lakh rupees and come back and start a mechanical foundry. And once I start a foundry, I put a lathe. I was a mechanical engineer and entered into software because my father said, what is the use of you taking distinction in every semester? Where is the money? Rokda, kahan hai rokda? He was. So I thought, this mechanical engineering. That time it was not like today's where you get jobs now more easily than those days. It was a struggle going in all this Bangalore bus searching for a job. It was not easy. That time during my graduation period itself, I decided that I will enter into the IT field. Went through training, learned, and undid everything what I used to learn from mechanical engineering. All lathes were thrown, all whatever I learned, just of no use. You have to restart. So I learned all the IT skills that is required and applied and got a job. So my father said, what is the use? Those days it was not that you used to get a big salary, small salary. So my father said, this is the salary you are getting. And I said, okay, I should make a quick money. Then I went to Australia. And my desire was, I will earn 5 lakh rupees and come back and start a lathe, because, chor chori hota hai, there is a say, right? At the end of the day, you might have learned all the IT and everything, but, the thought process is what you learned in 4 years. My 4 years was, big money is there when if you have a lathe and foundry, 2-3 lathes, and start the business. But once I went, got caught. So this is how the world works. Everyone gets caught in this world some way or the other. Unescapable. And there is a say that anywhere in this world, there are jails which are having walls as tall as 70, 80 feet. Tihar jail has a wall of 60 feet, 70 feet. But there is no prison where the prisoners have not escaped. And see the irony of this world, very surprising, that this world has no walls. Everyone comes in, no one wants to escape. Everyone is coming in, no one wants to think about going out. Everyone are happy. Salman Khan, wow, wonderful. Shah Rukh Khan, wow, wonderful. It's all illusion only. When Shah Rukh Khan does all these things, his wife will be there holding the stick. When he is taking all the, scenes in the movies, right? It's not that, he's having a luxury time. But he creates the illusion and everyone becomes trapped in that illusion and thinks that, wow, life is so beautiful. Marriage means Switzerland. But the reality is, wife comes to know she needs to roll the dosa next day with chutney. Without chutney, if you put chutney pudi, the husband will start shouting. You need to make chutney, and you need to make dosas and give before the husband leaves to work. So very, very important. This world is a prison house without walls, yet the prisoners don't want to escape. Krishna is giving you that how to be in this world, do all your work, still escape out of this world. Because why to escape out of this world? I don't have to tell all of you. Everyone who is matured enough, who is 30, at least 30, 40 years, even 20-year-old itself, today I was heavy on Akinchana, study. Yeah, so today, those time I had only one entrance exam. Today, there are 5, 6 entrance exams. Competitive exams. So group discussion is there for 5-year-old child itself. 4 or 5 child are sitting together, group discussion before before actually selecting them for a school. I'm not serious. Go to YouTube, search. What 6-year-old, 7-year-old do group discussion? Engineering person will not know what is group discussion. If you ask them to do group discussion for an IT interview, I have seen, they will raise a topic and everyone starts discussing. No one knows what is the answer. Everyone gives, beating around the bush answer. And everyone starts fighting, thinking that I know the answer. No one knows the problem itself. This is not in group discussion also. In our projects, when we get a proposal, when we go to the client, we have a discussion. Everyone are speaking. No one knows the problem. Everyone are speaking for 10, 15 minutes. Do you know the problem? Don't ask. This is the problem in this world. So it's very, very important for us to understand. Very important for us to understand. What does it mean? So Krishna gives a solution that how to work in this world and still you escape out of this world. Janma, mrityu, jara, vyadhi, dukkha, doshana, darshanam. Yeah, it's the exam fear, neighbor fear, relative fear, all the other, whatever the fear of natural disaster, adhyatmika, adibhotika, adidevika, all kinds of sufferings which are there in this world puts us in a confusion. I'm trying to be successful in this world. I'm trying to be happy in this world, but happiness slips away every time I try for it. I don't want to be miserable in this world, but doesn't matter how much I try, but still I become miserable. Why? Who is actually deciding I need to be miserable or I need to be happy? So it's very, very important for us to understand krutva picha na nibhadyate. Do it, but don't get entangled in this world. That is very important for us to understand. That is the final verse I'm going to speak today. So I'm going to review, recap through all the discussion we had. Krishna said, Kim karma, kim akarmeti, kavayopi atra mohita. It's very, very difficult. Even the most learned person in this world gets confused how to actually, what is reactable work, what is non-reactive work in this world. What is reactable work, what is non-reactive work in this world. Even an intelligent person becomes bewildered. Tatte karma pravakshami yajnatva mokshase ashubha. So, how to understand what is reactive work, what is non-reactive work? If you understand this, yajnatva mokshase ashubha, you will be able to pick all the enjoyable things from the kitchen, utter, and still escape out without even getting noticed by your grandmother. I'm telling you, this is not the outcome. I'm just giving you an example in such a way that you understand what does it mean. What is action? What is forbidden action? This is complex. Yeah. So we spoke about karmani akarmayah pashyed akarmani cha karmayah. One who sees action in inaction, inaction in action. Most confusing topic. Who can see action in inaction? I don't want to do anything, but you are doing it. Inaction, inaction. You work, yet you escape. This is the topic which is called the Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is inaction in action. Why? Everyone has to do action. No one can escape away from not doing work. No one in this world would be able to say that I'm not doing anything. Considering this unescapable, unavoidable situation of all of us, how to escape out from this world, that is called liberation, mukti, or whatever in the Vedic terms. Yeah. Action in inaction. Please understand. Karmani akarmayah pashyed. Akarmani cha karmayah. Karmani akarmayah pashyed. One who sees inaction in action. So what do you want to achieve? Inaction in action or action in inaction? Inaction in action. Why? You cannot escape out of not doing action. But result should be inaction. What is inaction? Inaction is you experience the happiness in this world, yet you don't get a reaction out of every action you do in this world. That is inaction in action. Action in inaction is, inaction people say, if you do anything in this world, you get caught. Don't do anything. But still, mind will be always super busy factory. It will be directing everyone, do this, do that, do this, do that. Yeah, I'm going to give you examples. You all need to switch on your laptops, mobiles, or see with one mobile or whatever, share. I'm telling to those who have come here. Yeah. So, action in inaction. Kavayopi. Kavayaha means those who are, scientists think. Scientist means I'm not talking about don't get into all the material scientists and everyone. Those who are in the path of liberation, they think that if you do any work in this world, you get reactions. Don't do anything. But where the Vedic scripture says, action in inaction. If you sit idle, you are also acting. How? We will see. So we discussed about it. You cannot say that I will remain not doing anything and do all kinds of thinking, suppressing yourself. But still, you are acting. How? We will see now. So I'm going to give few examples. You need to tell that whether it's an action in an action or inaction in action. So a person, let me start with the example which I gave itself. You need to see one of the spiritual seeker thinks, doing any work in this world give me reactions. I will not engage in any activities. If someone gives me food, I will eat it. Is it inaction in action or action in action? If it is action in inaction, those who are answering are those who are sitting in front. So if you can unmute, or even if you chat, please chat. I will be able to see. So you can, if you unmute, you have to mute it, please. Otherwise, I will hear all your wives shouting at you, or husband shouting at you, or child shouting at you. I'm just joking. So why you think so? If everyone was saying action in inaction, why you think so? So is it inaction in action or action in action? Karmaya akarmaya pashyayat. So it's very, very important to understand this verse. As my friend Aruna was telling, that this is a deep science that we need to understand. Inaction in action. Very good, Vinay. So, inaction in action. Okay? Why you think so?
Here, the person is basically not doing any karma. Okay? This is called inaction. Because if someone gives me the food, so that means I am not doing any karma. But however, I will eat. If someone does any karmas, so he will only eat. So that means it is an inaction in action.
Okay, Aruna says inaction in action. So how many of you are saying inaction in action? And how many are saying action in action? So here Vishwajit is saying action in action. Our Dr. Gururaj is saying action in action. Are you action in action or inaction in action, bro? So Ramesh Prabhu is saying action in action. Manju Prabhu is saying action in action. Everyone, don't just become pro. So pro, all question you are asking, I just go with everyone. Kaun banega crorepati? Okay, Aruna is saying inaction in. So Vinay and Aruna are both are saying inaction in action. So please understand, that's why I gave you this example. So first you need to understand it is action in inaction. I will tell you why. The desire is inaction. The person who is sitting here doesn't want to have any reaction from this world. That is inaction. Krishna says it is action. The person who is desiring is inaction. Krishna says it is action. Hence it is action in inaction. So that in this example you will understand why it is action in action. Because if a person, it also depends. If a person says, I will eat whatever the other person comes and gives it to me, please understand that a person who is giving, a person who is eating, a person who supplying all the raw materials, everyone are part of the karma factory. So for example, if a person comes and gives you, a chicken soup or even vegetable soup, whatever it is, he eats it. But anything you eat, there is a karmic reaction involved in this, because when you cut vegetables, you are killing so many insects. When you pluck vegetables out of the ground, you are killing a plant. There are so many reactions you are getting when you are doing work. Even though you are trying to fill your belly, still you are subjected to action. You are subjected to, for example, you have a credit, Amazon credit, let us say, or you have some credit in the bank or credit in Amazon account. If you don't use it for 1 month, Amazon takes it as a fee, as a maintenance fee for $5 or 500 rupees or whatever it is. Just similarly, if you are cutting the vegetable and doing some cooking, your Punya bank, whatever you have in the Pious bank, Pious credit, some amount will be taken away. And you are getting what I mean? And now, what reaction I'm going to get depends on how much cruelty that has been involved. If the cruelty is severe, we are going to get more and more reactions, sinful reactions. So, a person might say that I'm not killing a goat. I'm only eating the goat soup that is being given to me. But by eating it, you are sponsoring a person who is actually selling the goat. You are sponsoring a person who is killing the goat. You are sponsoring a butcher shop. You are sponsoring the factory of the butchers, breeders. Everyone is a network. There is Venki's chicken. We have a big Venkateshwara temple in Pune. There's a Venki's chicken. I went to the Venkateshwara temple in Pune. It was surrounded by the chicken market, complete factory of chickens, millions of chickens. They'll be shouting. It's like our company only. 250,000 people working. Means everyone comes. If everyone comes to the lunch in the food stall in the IT company, whoever will understand. You can't even talk to each other. It's just like a fish market. Everyone are talking. Similarly, all these chickens will be shouting, and and you enter into the temple in the place. And he came and debated. that I am not doing anything, I am only growing it. But you are growing, you are supplying. It is not that there's a Bhagavad Gita class happens to the chicken and we have chicken protection farms or anything. You are artificially pressurizing a chicken to have, there's no family planning. Every chicken is, there is a Bollywood film that happens in that, what do you say? I'm just giving an example. Sensualization happens for chickens also, so that they have the, breeding factory running. So everything is happening, pressurized to beget, sensualization, everything. Why? Because at the end of the day, you need to increase the population and you need to sell. You have the numbers, you need to fight for the numbers, you need to meet the numbers. So everyone are getting involved in this karma factory. You cannot say I'm only growing. You are also getting involved. So it is action in inaction. So I will eat whatever you give, but still, if you are eating anything without discriminating, then you are getting into I don't mind, anything comes to mind. There are Buddhists who are saying, anything which comes to my plate, I will eat it. Even if it is a goat meat, I will eat it. Even if it is a chicken meat, I will eat it. I don't want to name anyone. There are practices who eat anything, and they are called they call themselves the most detached. That is not the detachment. Sometimes indirectly the message goes to the followers and it reaches some more to the givers. So it is action in action. Now, for example, this is the scenery I used to have in Australia. You see a drunkard on the road, completely drunk. You got it? You take them to the hospital and their blood is coming out, Sometimes, after drinking, one girl, 3 boys fight with each other. This is what happens in the Western countries most time. Though they will be having girl on the other days, they will have girls for Friday, girls for Saturday, Sunday, like this. But on the girls on Thursday, there's a conflict with 3 boys. They just beat and then they would have drunk, blood will be oozing out, and then you admit to the hospital or take them to the hospital, give them medicine and give them food. You acted. Is it a karma, vikarma or akarma? Huh? So what is the problem? It is karma. Vishayat, no? It's karma. Yeah, everyone are saying karma. Yes, it is karma. Why? You have done some pious activity, you have given some food. Again, it depends what kind of food you have given. But by doing some noble activity, you have got some punya out of it. At the same time, depending upon what kind of food you have given, you will get some papa as well. Because there is a violence involved in that. If you give a red blood food, you will get more grievance, heavy reactions. If you get vegetarians, you get some reactions, no doubt about it. But that reaction, bad reaction, is insignificant compared to the good reactions. You are getting what I mean? So it depends what kind of food you give. So there is a karma involved. Karma means there is a credit and debit. Both are there. How to achieve inaction in action here? That is very, very important for us to understand. I want to do help to this girl. I want to help these people. I am acting, but I don't want to get any reactions out of it. What is the best way to do that? Anyone would like to answer? Call the police. No. What I'm saying is, please understand. You are trying to help that person. You are trying to help that person, give them food, take them to the hospital, everything. But you are trying to act. You have to act. It's not that you will just run away. If you run away, it is action in inaction. Please understand what I'm trying to say. You may say, you might have seen, but you act like not seen. You would just walk out. It is action in inaction. It is more dangerous. If you see and if you don't act, you have already acted. So now, if you are intelligent, you will act. You want to save. So now, you want to act, but yet you don't want to get any reactions. What is the way to achieve it? So, yeah, so I want to ask those who are joined here, please tell me how to help these people, yet don't get any reactions. Anyone who want to chat or unmute, speak, and again mute, please. You want to act here, but yet you don't want to get embroiled in the reactions.
Also tell them the consequences of such,
Yeah, Aruna?
Also tell them the consequences of such inhibitory.
Very intelligent. Yeah, tell them the consequences of what happens if they drink again. You are giving some knowledge. You are not just, it is a temporary solution. You are doing a patch up, giving nice samosas and everything, whatever in the nice packed food, and give them the medicine. They will eat the medicine and they will get repaired next day. It is like an elephant bath only. Elephant takes the bath and comes to the mud and just start again. Doesn't matter which gutter they go, you take them out of the gutter and again put them back to this one, wash them, give them all shower, and again they go back to next day, they will be in the same gutter again. So Aruna says, give them the education so that they don't do it. Very good. What kind of education to be given? Anyone else would like to answer? What kind? Aruna said, we need to give an education in such a way that they don't do this again. What kind of education?
So bring them to satsanga so that they will be completely retrieved of such bad habits, right?
Yeah. So doing it as one's responsibility as a service. Yes. Yeah, that's also good. Doing it as a service. But the effects of intoxication on one's life and death. Okay, Puneet is saying we should give an education on effects of intoxication on one's life and death. Yeah, that's also right. Yes. Yeah, it's also right. So education we need to give, but Krishna says, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavartyam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. You can tell them, you can give all kinds of education, telling them, don't drink, it is not good for you. It's like, the New Year resolution, right? All New Year resolutions. Everyone goes, drinks, smoke, everything. And next day they say, from first, we will not do anything. That's what Krishna says. This verse in the second chapter. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya. If you are in the bus, you don't want to get fall, and you are standing, there are lots of curves in the road, bus is going at a high speed and curves. If you don't want to fall, what you need to do? You need to hold. You need to hold yourself such a way that you don't get you don't fall. Similarly, unless and until you replace your activity with a positive activity, you will not be able to come out of the negative activity. That's why Vishaya Vinivartana Niraharasati. Nirahara means someone is standing like this. I will be static. I will not do anything. I will not fall. You will fall because the roads are curvy roads. You will fall. So don't try. Hold on to the what is that called? It's not railing or whatever, right? Yeah, so hold on to it, take a balance. So you need to balance yourself. You need to hold on to it. So similarly, till you replace a bad habit with a good habit, you will not be able to come out of it. Here, very, very important for us to understand. What is that habit which, taking it, all the bad habits will go away? Param Drishtva Nivartate. Lord Krishna in the second chapter says, once you understand the higher principles of human goal of life, then everyone, for example, if you have 2000 notes, you will get 500 notes, you will get 1000 notes, you will get 1 rupee note, 2 rupee note, 3 rupee note, 4 rupee note, whatever notes. If you have 2000 notes, all the notes are within it. So Param Drishtva, once you start taking care of it, Yata Taror Mula Nishechanena. If you want to give water to the leaves, don't go and spray water on the leaves. Put it on the root. So how to put the water to the roots to ourselves? Param Drishtva Nivartate. You need to get the education of who we are, why we have come to this world, what is the goal of human life. Yeah, that is very, very important. So it depends how to actually act, yet you become inact. Is an art. I'm going to explain the future examples now. So giving a food to the beggar, you acted what kind of karma, vikarma or akarma, it's all depends upon what kind of food you are going to give. Again, if you are going to give the food, you are giving to the beggar, there is a punya is happening. What kind of food you give, how it cooked, whether there is a violence involved, that is again giving you a bad reactions. So that's why Krishna says the karma science is so complex, very, very difficult to understand. Yeah. Now, people, you welcome guests by providing them wine, whiskey at home. Guests are thrilled. What a noble activity you are doing. My goodness, you are giving wine, whiskey. Wow, you are a very, very noble person. I hear this again and again. What is such a noble person? He gives wine as soon as I come. You get karma, vikarma, or akarma here. Vikarma only. Intoxication is one of the pillar for doing adharma. Intoxication is the one which induces you to do all the sinful activities. So giving you, the wine, whiskey and all, you might get friends. Oh, you might get glorification. My boss, wow, boss, you are so great. I never, drank tequila. Give tequila. Today my life is successful. Sir, tell me what you want to do. I will do whatever you want. Those drinkers, they have their satsang. After drinking 180 ml of whiskey, they will go to the higher altitude and they sit on the higher place. And all the other students who had drunk 120 ml, 130 ml, they become the student. And everyone sit, and that person who has sat on the higher table will start telling all the people what to do, what not to do in this world. I have seen all these things. I'm not joking. So this is a vikarma. This leads to the sinful activities. We need to understand how to actually do help. Now let me come to this. There's a cooking happening, and whatever you are cooking, you are offering to Lord Krishna before eating. Is it action in inaction or inaction in action? Inaction in action. You are doing all kinds of activities here, and you are aligning to the diet of Krishna. Krishna says patram pushpam palam toyam. He doesn't say andam chikam patam toyam. He says only patram pushpam palam toyam. You are aligned to his diet. You are cooking for his pleasure. In that, you might unknowingly cook rice where there are microorganisms involved. Kill them. Still, you are, because you are offering to Krishna and you are doing it as a sacrifice, and you are accepting as the sanctified food, you are not getting reactions. There is no punya here, there is no papa here. Punya and papa, whatever you have in this world, you have come already. There is the Mukunda Mala Stotra where there is a prayer that already I have a karma balance with which I have come to this world. I don't want any more punya, I don't want any more papa. Let me complete all the balance I have from this world, from this life. I want only the love of Krishna, the bhakti, the devotional service, in which spiritual benefits with which I would be able to come out of this world. That is the prayer. Kulashekara Alvars is praying. I don't want to go into the verse. If I start singing already 8:10. So, Yajna Shishtashina Santo Muchyate Sarvakalpishay Bunchate te Agam Papa Ye Pachanti Atma Karana. Krishna says in 13th verse, 3rd chapter. Yeah, 13th verse, 3rd chapter. Yajna Shishtashina Santo Bunchate te Agam Papa. They will only eat sin because Ye Pachanti Atma Karana. You say, I will eat only according to my diet. Whatever I see, I will eat. Then, Bunjatete Agam Papa, you will eat sin only. Hence, here, although you are cooking, you are doing all the activities, still there is no reactions in it because you are getting all spiritual benefit. Akarma means spiritual benefit. Karma means material benefit. Vikarma means heinous material benefit. Akarma means spiritual benefit. With spiritual benefit, you are going to have all auspiciousness in your life. Shani is not going to look at you. None of the planets in this world will do any harm to you, because you are under the shelter of Krishna and you are doing activity. Every activity you are Krishnizing it. Yeah. Now you are distributing the food. Again, it is. You are distributing the food which is offered to Krishna to everyone. Again, it is inaction in action. You are distributing, and you are distributing the Krishna Prasad. There is inaction in action. You are cutting vegetables for offering to Krishna. Cutting vegetables. If you are cutting brinjal, there may be insects in between. You throw it. But still, I am not saying you will put the insect brinjal inside. If you are cooking for Krishna, you will cook at a most purified, conscious way. Yeah. So here it is inaction in action. So both husband and wife are working in the IT industry. They utilize the money earned for bringing up Krishna conscious children. They educate the child on Bhagavad Gita. They cook at home. They offer for Krishna. They call guests. They give Krishna Prasad. Helping the community in Krishna Bhakti. They give education. They go and serve in the orphanages, distribute Krishna Prasad, which can benefit, spiritual benefit to all those who eat. So is it action in inaction or inaction in action? Inaction in action. So also it depends upon the degree to which they are involved. If their one leg is here, one leg there, 50-50. Crackjack 50-50. Yeah. So it depends. Ye yata mam prapadyante tam sataiva bhajamyaham. Yeah. Now, a most charitable person decides, I'm going to do a most charitable activity. What is the charitable activity? I'm going to distribute whiskey, wine, shivas to entire village people and liberate them. And all the village people, sir, are you a person? You are God, sir. You are God. Easy getting karma, vikarma, or akarma. Vikarma, he is going to actually get into lots of sinful activities. This might be a charity. It's not a charity. It's a charity in the mode of, it's the abominable ignorance. It's not even ignorance, it's abominable ignorance. He's going to have, this is going to induce him in lots of sinful reactions, although he might have done charity. Yeah. Now, यस्य सर्वे समारंभः कर्म संकल्प वर्जितः काम संकल्प वर्जितः ज्ञानाग्नि दग्ध कर्माणां ताम अहु पंडितम बुधः. Krishna says, we had read this. Krishna says, intelligent person is one who starts all his activity with proper knowledge. Now you have understood all these examples. Proper knowledge, what to do, what not to do. Kama sankalpa varjitah. Understanding, what is that? Am I selfish here? Is there any sense gratification here in this work, what I'm doing? What enjoyment I'm going to derive out of this? Yeah. Jnanagni dagda karmana. Once he's burnt with that knowledge of karma, what to be done, what not to be done. Anukulasya, sankalpa, pratikulasya, varjana. So once he understands what is good for me, what is bad for me, understands how to actually connect each and every activity to Krishna, with that knowledge, Jnanagni dagda karmana, he will burn out all the reactions from this world. He will get spiritual benefit for every activity he gets, he does. He is called Pandita Buddha. He is the real Pandita. He is most intelligent. So, Nirashir Yatachittatma Tyaktva Sarva Parigraha Shariram Kevalam Karma Kurva Napnoti Kilbisham. Again, Krishna is saying, do your work. Don't get entangled. Yeah, we read this verse. Yadracha Labha Santushto Dvandvatita Vimutsara Sama Siddhau Asiddhau Cha Krutva Picha Nadipatyate. Krishna is saying, Krutva Picha Nadipatyate. Do your work. Don't get entangled in it. Why Krishna is telling to Arjuna? Fight in the battlefield. And Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mahamekam Sharanam Vraja. Ham Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Isyami Masucha. Surrender unto me and fight. Yeah. Krutva Picha Nani Padyate. You will not get any sinful reactions if you are working on the order of me. No, you might say Krishna is not the who is giving me order. Order is given by my wife. Order is given by my mother, father. How should I do my work? I cannot go and ask Krishna every time. Krishna is not there. He is not accessible to me. He is accessible. Bhagavad Gita is there. Knowledge has been given. Open the chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Understand how to work in this world. Krishna is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is not different from Krishna. Reading Bhagavad Gita means associated with Krishna. So, yadracha labha santushto, whatever gain I'm going to get, dvandva atitu vimatsaraha. Don't keep duality at all. Duality means just jumping up like anything in the victory. And then, morose when it is a defeat. And thinking about dvandva, dualities, what is going to happen? I'm going to be victorious, I'm going to defeat it. When you start thinking about it and become attached to victory, you will always think about shortcut route of becoming victorious. By taking the shortcut route, Malia has gone to the UK but still suffering. The Modi has gone. Nirav Modi has gone, still suffering. Shortcut routes for becoming wealthy. All those who have taken shortcut routes for becoming wealthy are going to get trapped one way or the other. Yeah. Samau siddhau asiddhau cha. If you become detached, I'm going to do my work. I'm going to follow the process. What is the process given in Bhagavad Gita? I'm going to follow the process. And the victory and defeat is, I will do my work. Result, let me just see. Whatever happens, I'm going to accept it with humility. Krutva picha nibhadyate. If in that consciousness, if he works, even though after working, he will not get entangled in this world.